Atlas in the hot seat tonight.
And Atlas.
Goes by the name of Atlas the Bookkeeper. How you feeling, my friend?
Do you have any other questions for Josh, Phil, specifically about the forum or about
Yeah, like for example, like there's a couple specific instances I'd like to bring up and get his take on it. So for example, one of the things that's happened over the last couple of years is that my detractors have been harassing extended family members that myself and my wife have absolutely no interaction with whatsoever. Okay, for the record, my wife does not have interaction with her family members. She has there's history there, and there's a reason she doesn't talk to them. She moved on from having other family. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a personal situation. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but there's a reason for it, a good reason for it. Okay. My detractors went out of their way, and of course it's public information, to find out that she has a sister. Okay. They then contacted the sister, told the sister about where we live, who I am, all of our fucking contact information and shit. They've gone on the sister and goaded her to do streaming. They've thrown the sister money. And if you really want to know how it all started, it was my thread on Kiwi Farms, because they found all that information and they posted it up there. And now it's been an ongoing
I'm not being rude,
thing.
but is this the woman that a user from the Kiwi Farms had sex with?
I have no idea. I don't know.
There's a thread, and I want to say it's someone related to Cat that somebody hunted down and had sex with. Yeah, and there's pictures of it on the forum.
So,
I think I
do you
banned that
see what
guy.
I mean? This is the kind of shit that shows up on my forum. It's like, what does this have to do with anything with us? We have no association with this person. We don't talk with this person. To our knowledge, this person might have some issues, and so we don't want to be associated with this person. So why is any of this existing on Kiwi Farms? Is that not like the level that you would think, wow, that's kind of extreme, this shouldn't be in the Dark Side Phil forum? What does that even have to do with Dark Side Phil?
Go ahead, Josh.
I mean, I did ban him, but I can't unfuck her sister, you know? It's already happened. It's already done and posted on the internet. I can't do anything about that.
Yeah.
So, but why is it in my forum?
Well,
it has nothing to do with me.
You.
It has nothing to do with me.
I mean, it does.
I'm not related.
That's why the event happened, because she was related to your wife.
But that's not me. It's the Dark Side Phil thread. It's not the Cat Burnell thread, right?
I mean, in some ways it is. She's married to you, and the Bible says that you become one spirit. So technically, she's joined to the forum.
I'm sorry, but no, that's where I got to draw the line, dude. So now you're saying just because I have a public persona, that literally anyone who has ever had an association with me in my life needs to get drawn into this drama sphere? That's bullshit. Because that's a cope is what that is. Because you know that having family members that you don't have any association with being drawn into drama is bullshit. Come on, Josh. Just fess up and be like, yeah, that's extreme. That definitely shouldn't have been on there.
I mean, that guy should not have done that, but the fact that it happened and that he recorded it and posted it on the internet, it doesn't matter if it's on the forum or not. Like, that happened.
Okay, it could be on the internet. Does it belong on the Dark Side Phil forum, and should it still be there right now?
Is it still there?
That is probably the most accurate position to put it, and you can't put a genie back in the bottle. You just can't. That's not how it works.
But is it there right now?
I believe so.
Probably.
And should it be?
Your forum.
Yes or no? Should it be on a forum about me?
I mean, yeah. That if you're throwing darts and you throw that dart, this bullseye for that is probably going to be like where it lands is going to be closer to you than anybody else. Like, where else is it going to go? Categorically speaking, where does it go?
I'm going to be very frank with you. That is an ultimate cope, because basically what you just said is anything goes. That's like saying I was walking down the street and I looked at a guy and, I nudged him. Oops, he could be on Kiwi Farms tomorrow because I nudged the guy walking down the street. He should be doxxed. Like, what? That's
I mean, with Christian, one time he took a picture of a black woman at a BK and posted it on the internet and said, "This woman gave me poor service. The trolls should dox her." And they did. And it's on the forum to this day, 10 years later.
Chris Chan took the picture of the woman, posted it on the internet. That makes it appropriate to Chris Chan to post on his forum. I have absolutely no association with this woman. I don't know her. I will never speak with her. She has nothing to do with our lives. We don't speak with her. So we disowned that relationship. You are allowing people to now go outside the realm of what the forum thread is supposed to be and just toss anything on there and say, what was on the internet? It's free speech. No. You're allowing systematic
literally,
harassment.
yes.
You're allowing systematic harassment is what you're doing with your forum.
I'm not allowing anything. If someone goes out and harasses, people and talks about it on the forum, they do get banned.
But it's on the forum right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the guy got banned.
But you said the content is still on the forum. You banned the guy who posted the
Yes.
content, but you left the content up?
Yeah. What am I going to do with it? Pretend it
So you
didn't
never.
happen?
Oh, so this is interesting because I didn't even know this. So what you're saying is, if someone violates the forum rules, you will ban them, but you do not remove the infringing or the bad content. You leave it there.
It depends on a concept of harm reduction. If it is, for instance, I'll give you two adjacent perspectives. Let's say that somebody has sex with Kat's cousin or whatever and posts that on the internet. Well, that's out there. It's going to get proliferated around. It's going to get spread regardless of what happens. If someone posts nude images of their own girlfriend randomly in the forum, that would be against the forum rules, and it would then be prudent to delete them because it's just a harmful use of the site without any connection or purpose. But when it comes specifically to content about high-profile people, there is literally no reason. There's no good being done there.
You don't think there's good being done to remove that content from that forum right now? You don't think that that would be in the best interests of everyone involved, of this woman who they're actually stalking and doing things to get content? You don't think, and she has nothing to do with us. But
when
you're
you say
that to be posted.
stalking, there is no coordination to do this. This guy said, I'm gonna contact this woman, and I think he found like her profile like a hookup site or something. And it's like he didn't conspire, he didn't use the forum as a tool to accomplish this. He did it, and then he talked about it on the internet, and there's no way to undo that.
I don't know. To me, okay,
Is it revenge porn though?
It could be, but in revenge porn as a crime does not exist. Maybe in some states, but at a federal level, there exists a tort of non-consensual pornography. So if she was unaware that he was recording, she could sue him under that tort, but she could not sue the platform. And she may even be able to get a court order to take things down, because sometimes they do that. And if I get a court order, then I get a court order, and that's just what it is.
Like, hasn't Aid Zero tried to take? I know you can't probably talk about it. Hasn't she tried to take legal action against you about?
She's tried to invoke VAWA, which is called the Violence Against Women's Act, and that's the act that has this tort for non-consensual pornography. But as I explained, it's a tort between two parties that doesn't involve the platform, and it may result in a court order to remove content.
Yeah.
But as the tricky thing with revenge pornography in particular is that the person photographed does not own the copyright. The pornographer does. So unless the pornographer wants it down,
it's a copyright issue.
I own the
it is literally a copyright issue usually. There's famous cases where people have bought the rights to their pornography so that they could use copyright to take it down. But if there's no cooperation there, then that can't happen. But in generally speaking, if it's pure malice and no association with anything tangentially related to the forum, then it will get taken down. But if it's a high-profile person, there's nothing I can do about it. Like, it's out there.
Well, first of all, that statement's false. There is something you could do about it. You could remove it from your forum right now, and then people would have to seek it out elsewhere. Again, it's the notoriety of Kiwi farms that.
But
people
we discussed this.
That stuff.
There would, if I started censoring things, people would go to an alternative site